time. These magazines wanna feature me, cause they know I'm on the rise. But the attention, I'm on a mission. Cause ever since I flipped that switch, my power can't be denied. Oh my, 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 oh my, my, my. Call me a king, you can buy me a crown. Oh my, 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 oh my, my, my. I'm leveled up, and this is my world now. This is my world now. So anyone who try to write me off, tell them they can go and write this down. This is my world now.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Our family started RVing a few years ago, and when I think about all those campfires and fishing trips and sporting events, these are memories that are going to last a lifetime. I want to help others do the same thing. Hi, I'm Kevin Smith, General Manager at the all-new Click It RV in Milton Freewater. People in this community are very familiar with this location and the great service they've always received. So the biggest question we get is, where is Keith? The great news is, Keith is still here.
I've seen a lot of changes. I've seen a lot of things come and go. Through all the changes that we have seen, one thing that has not changed for us is the quality of our service.
Buying an RV is a big purchase, but it should be a fun and happy experience. So whether it be in sales or service or parts, our mission is simple: be the best. From our team here at Click It RV in Milton Freewater, we invite you to come down and experience the difference.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to coverage of iRacing on LSRTV, simulcast on the Community Radio Network. And while the Wednesday night Northwest Click It RV Fixed Setup Xfinity Series are off until Labor Day break, the fun continues, however, and it is coverage of round number 2 of the RGL Motorsports GT3 series. Just tonight, we're outside the virtual United States. We're in Belgium. We are at Cirque de Spa. Cirque de Spa is where we are. And we are ready to go for tonight's events of Porsches and Ferraris. And we're glad you're joining us here. Road course racing on iRacing on LSRTV and the Community Radio Network. Qualifying is ongoing. I am Wesley Outland, joined alongside, making his broadcast debut. Wait, who? Cody Deemers. Cody Deemers, what's up, man? You ready for some road course racing? Lefts and rights and chicanes and bumps and bangs. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, just don't expect me to pronounce that track name because I have no clue how to even start to say that. So this is actually my very first road course broadcast. I've never done a road course broadcast, so it's going to be interesting. But good thing is I like the GT3 series. So
yeah, I love the GT3 cars, man. They're exciting. They're fun. I think we're going to see some really, really good racing. And here's the deal. Cody, it's something different for our guys. For so long, I'm on my 4th year now being a voice on the Northwest Racing Series, 3 years as play-by-play. We normally do Trucks, Cup, or Xfinity. Now we're going to be doing the GT3 series for about 5 or 6 weeks. Then we got dirt cars coming up, modifieds, big block modifieds. I think it's really cool. There's even conversations of late model stocks running on NASCAR speedways during this break for sure.
Now that I can see. Now that would be fun to see some late models at Talladega, 3 wide, 4 wide, maybe even 5 wide. So, when you say dirt racing, oval racing, you know, now you're speaking more my sense of language. When you talk about road courses, it's like speaking to a kindergartner because I have no clue what I'm doing.
Well, we're going to go road course racing tonight. We're glad that you're here. We're glad you're joining us as well, Cody Deemers. And, of course, as always, pushing the buttons is Charles Wooten. We are live on LSRTV for the broadcast via YouTube. Don't forget to hit that subscribe and like button at LSRTV. And we're also on the Community Radio Network and the radio, 87.9 FM in the Raleigh, Smithfield, Garner area of North Carolina, USA. And we are CRN.com. And we are on board now with Clifford Toby Ritters in that beautiful looking race car now. So, and I'll tell you what, as you look at here at the Spa, Circuit de Spa, this track is a very, very unique facility. I'm trying to find out some information on Google about this facility here.
Yeah. No, when it comes to me, I'm out there in left field playing with the butterflies because I don't even know how to pronounce the name of the track. So when it comes, like I said,
we've got Porsches, we've got Ferraris, we've got BMWs, we've got Lamborghinis. What was your thoughts again? What were you saying, Cody?
Oh, I was just going to say, you know, if it's me and you're asking me questions about this track, I'm going to Google University.
Let's bring in our producer, director, and the man that kind of had an idea of bringing in these cars, Charles Wooten. What's up, brother? Another win tonight.
Well, I don't know a whole lot about this track either, but what I do know for a fact, it's on iRacing because we're on it. So there's my sense of information.
Can you say Circuit de Spa? Can you say Circuit de Spa, Charles?
No, I can say Spa.
It's Circuit de Spa, right?
Circuit de Spa. Circuit is Circuit in Belgium. Circuit.
I mean, let's be honest.
Circuit de Spa.
We looked this up a little while ago,
Spa.
and we found out this track was in Belgium. And the first thing that crossed my mind is Belgian waffles. So,
oh yeah,
that's to me.
Can never go wrong with that. Never go wrong without some Belgian waffles in your life, for sure. Yeah, no doubt. Now he's friggin' making me hungry. Oh, well, here we go. 58, Stephen Paulison, kind of watching these guys working their way around the racetrack. And I got to say, though, Charles, where's Jeff Stabnow? Where's Keith for the Click It RV commercial? Where's
Keith
Jeff?
is still
Jeff
here.
Stabnow, nowhere to be found.
Jeff told me that he will be popping in a little bit later. He's not racing tonight. As he did mention, this is kind of his time off because, you know, he's got a busy, hectic schedule. So that's the whole point of this series. You know, people will be on vacations. They can take some time off. But
gotcha.
I don't want to be negative, Jeff, so don't fire me. I mean, like it matters. I'm taking a hiatus after this anyway.
You're out of here.
But we had 18 drivers, I believe, on Monday night for the trucks. And we have 16 here tonight, and this is supposed to be the off-season kind of stuff. So we have just as many drivers as we did for the truck series on Monday for, you know, when we have people missing. So I'm impressed with the car count tonight.
Now, Charles, we got to let everybody know that the Northwest Racing Series, RGL Motorsports GT Series, the GT3 series, will still have a championship. Even though it's a 6-week series, there's going to be a run for a championship. At the end of the season, we will be crowning somebody the inaugural series champion.
Yes, I believe there will be the champion, and if I'm not mistaken, they get $100,000 in Monopoly money or something like that. So,
there you go. Well, at least it's in some way type of play, buddy, for sure. No doubt about it. Watching Stephen O'Hare working his way around the racetrack. Ladies and gentlemen, I think that's going to wrap up practice here. No, correction. This is qualifying. Qualifying in Devin West. Man, a Ferrari knocking out Porsches 2, 3, 4, and 5 by Gamble, Newton, West, and Paulison. And we're going road course racing here in just a moment as the clock is about to expire. Let's take a look real quickly at the Kaufman Creative weather conditions. Bottom right of the monitor, there it is. in Belgium, virtual Belgium. 73 degrees, the air temp is at 65, wind speed at 7 miles an hour, and qualifying is in the books. And Charles, I know we'll bring Cody in to call the race, but man, look at Devin West. He does great in dirt, does great in the truck and Xfinity, and now he has literally put himself on the pole in this road course race.
Yeah, you might as well call him the road course ringer guy that comes in. Like, he's like the Paul Newton when they go to oval racing, but on oval racing, he's on the pole. So Devin West, Paul Newton, I think they're ringers no matter where they go.
All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, the field is gridding here at Circuit de Spa. I'll do 8 cars. Cody Demers, you grab the next rows and the next 4. Here's the starting lineup here at Circuit de Spa, round 2 of the Northwest RGL Motorsports GT3 Series. Devin West on the pole, fast qualifier. To his outside, Robert Gamble, that's Ferrari and Porsche on row number 1. Couple of Porsches on row number 2. The road course king, Paul Newton, and Dan West Jr., 2-time Truck Series champion, one of the greats this season, right alongside. Row number 3, we'll find Stephen Paulison in the 58, good qualifying drive for him, and BJ Tidrick as well in the 72. And row number 4, halfway here at tonight's Circuit de Spa, it is Ross Lundberg in the 129, love that hair, and Tyler King, the Northwest Truck Series champion, Cody Demers. He'll start 8th.
Yeah, I don't really know these guys, so bear with me. Rolling off row 5, to the inside is going to be the 23 of Toby Ritters. To his outside is going to be the 11, Frank Harris. Starting on row 6, to the inside of the 41 is going to be Stephen O'Hare. And excuse me if I pronounce this name wrong, to the outside of the 99 is going to be Troy Daggett.
Perfect. That broadcast school paid off for you, brother.
Right. Row 7 is going to be the 63, Dan Lowther.
Dan Lowther.
Dan Lowther. And then to his outside is going to be Carl Burke. And row 8 in the 333, Seattle Seahawks fan, it's James Vinning. And to his outside is Chad Vining. And then to his outside is Chad Malik.
Yep, Chad Malik and James Vining, the Catman, if you will. The pace car has already scampered from the field. Ladies and gentlemen, we're ready to go racing. I hope you are as well. Green flag is about to fly. Here, wait a minute. It says heat number 1. Are they heat racing instead? We have a heat race. We're doing a heat race? Is that what we're being told? They're going to do a heat race?
Heat racing it is.
Did they heat race last week? What the? Who set this server up? Charles, did you do this again? We're green.
We're green here at Circuit.
This is a heat race. This is a heat race. It's 9 laps. It's a heat race. Literally, it's a heat race. Maybe this is like your warm-up session, if you will, Cody.
Yeah, you know, as I can't see the leaderboard because my camera thing's in the way, but I'm gonna do my best here.
Check your messenger. Check your messenger. I sent you the link for SDK for timing and scoring.
Okay, here we go. Got it.
Yeah, move that. Yeah, click on that little box there, if you will, where it's got the little X. Click on it to get rid of the green and make it go red, and the box will disappear.
There. You said click on it?
And you'll see the scoring ticker right there to the upline. Cody Demers is new, everybody. He's new. He's actually also going to be doing some producing whenever Charles is off taking care of some other things are not available. So,
all right, we're good to go now. As we see 9 to go, we see Devin West. You know, I watched the Truck Series races, Wesley, and Devin West, you put him in about anything as far as race car wise, got race car in this man.
Oh, yeah.
The man's really good.
Circuit de Spa, Franco Champs is where we are. and you're looking at the heat race. This Devin West is the leader. I tell you what, I think this is a new series. This is a new car for all these guys. So they're literally letting them get maybe some extra seat time on the track, I believe, Cody.
Oh, yeah, you know, road course races, like I said, aren't my thing. But, I mean, and some of these guys, road courses probably isn't their thing either. But having this 9-lap race, you know, they use it as a practice session, you know, kind of do what they got to do, you know, kind of, you know, get the feel of the car, get the feel of the track, and you know, get the layout of the track.
And by the way, Robert Gamble is kind of the guy that's kind of overseeing all this, the RGL Motorsports people that are behind this series. As this is the heat race before the feature event. And I like the idea of maybe having a heat race because obviously this is new for a lot of people. I know it's kind of new for us as well. I've only done one GT3 race, and that was last year whenever I was doing the we got Troy Daggett, by the way, on the pit lane, the 99 Porsche on pit road. But we did the major series, the major American Sportsman bracket, and they had an event that was obviously the GT3 cars. Here's a replay of what happened to Troy Daggett. Beautiful looking car, Cody.
Oh yeah, definitely a nice looking Porsche. Looks like he might have just come down pit road. Doesn't look like, you know, nothing's really wrong with the car. It might have just been coming down pit road.
We're trying to find out here if he hit the wall or if he crashed or something. But
he hit the wall right there. What a lick there by the 99 of Troy. Is it Troy Daggett?
Yes, very good. By the
look
way,
at the rear end of this car.
Oh, wow, holy cow, look at, damage. And by the way, they do get a fast repair. Look out, Frank Harris. Oh, my. This is a heat race, guys. Come on.
Well, you know the good thing about it is, Wesley? It's not real life, so if they tear their cars up, they can go to the pits and insta-pop, and boom, they're right back out there racing.
The official name of this track, Charles and Cody and Charles, is the Circuit de Spa Francorchamps.
Yeah, good luck me saying all that. Right, I'm agreeing with Charles. I'm saying Belgian Waffles racetrack.
Belgian what did you say? Belgian Waffle racetrack?
Yeah, Belgian Waffles racetrack.
Oh my goodness.
How many corners is it, if you don't mind?
I'm trying to find out my my track information on this facility. So
we're going to race fans. That means Wesley is going to Google University right now.
You're exactly right, man. I'm googling it. I'm googling it as we speak to find out some information. Listen, I didn't even know what track the name was when we got here. Okay, all I knew was there was a GT3 race. It's going to be on a road course. It's probably going to be on a road course we've never heard of before. And I said, hey Charles, where are we at tonight? We're at the spa. We're at the spa. The spa. It's called Spa, Wesley. So yeah. So spa. Wow, look at this place. Holy cow! Look at this. There's your road course right here.
Do we have a track map we can put up on screen?
Yeah, we're not that sophisticated. Oh wow.
It looks like we got 21 corners.
Oh yeah, it's a 21 turn track. We got 7 to go here.
431 mile course, 4.31 miles.
Wow. We got a problem here. Let's see what happened, I believe, to Russ Lundberg in the 129 in the heat race. There you are, Russ. There you are. RGL Motorsports 129, Russ Lundberg. He's the guy with the big hair. Oh, look at. Oh, no.
The Mohawk?
Look out.
Oh, man, what a lick. What a lick.
And a pirouette landing as well, man. I'm digging the spin cycle after it.
Oh, looks like we got a blinker on the track.
I wonder if they've updated the damage model on these cars as well. Again, by the way, Robert Gamble is the man that's behind this, our RGL Motorsports. Big thanks also to Click It RV as the heat race continues on here.
We got to give a big shout out to the man working the cameras. Everything you're seeing, we got Mr. Charles Wooten. I think is how you say his last name. You know.
Yes.
We got to give him props because he's handling everything you're seeing. We're just talking.
Exactly. And you're kind of a producer yourself for the Rooster Broadcasting Network, but you do short track circles, not big racetracks or especially road courses.
Oh yeah, no road courses for me. Road courses is we charge double time for road courses because road courses are not our thing. We do more of the late model stuff, and you know, I'm not as privileged as Charles is. And the reason I say that is I handle everything, like the cameras, the talking, the cars, the track, everything. Charles has got people that at least talk for him.
The Circuit Spa Francorchamps Champs is where we are. Aerial coverage for tonight's race of the Northwest RGL Motorsports GT3 Series, iRacing on LSRTV. For those that are watching, listening on the Community Radio Network, is presented by LSRTV, your home for sim racing. Oh man, come on, I can't see the trees.
We got some good coverage.
Helicopter
We got
move.
some good. We got some good coverage here at Belgium Waffles Raceway Park.
I love that Belgium Waffle.
Six laps to go here in this Northwest Racing Series Click It RV, I believe, heat race. 14 cars showed up here today to duke it out for not sure how many laps, but you know, they kind of threw us for a loop ball. You know, and Wesley, me and you, we just come off a broadcast with the Southeast Race Series League, and we got thrown for loops there, and now here we are getting thrown loops for heat races.
Yeah, this is the Circuit des Spa Francorchamps Virtual Stavelot, Belgium is where it's at.
I'm still sticking with Belgium Waffles Raceway Park.
Hey, you know they just got done running the Grand Prix of Le Mans over the weekend, right?
The 24 hours?
Yeah, the 24 hours of Le Mans. Yeah.
Yeah. And it was here?
No. That was Le Mans. That was the Grand Prix of Le Mans.
See, I told you I don't know nothing about road course racing.
That was Circuit des 24 Heures in Le Mans, France. Belgium is nowhere near France.
Can I buy that for English for 200?
You got Belgian waffles here at the spa. You've got French toast at the circuit. At the 24 hours of Le Mans. There you go.
And here at Belgium Waffles Raceway Park, we're on board here with the 27 of Paul Newton. We even got Newton Fig Bars. So,
I feel bad. Cody says, I ain't never coming back after this. Circuit des Spa.
Belgium Waffles Raceway Park. That's all I hear.
I'm giving them a like. I'm giving them a like on social media right now. They are the home of. Let's see what they do here. What's their schedule? Oh hell! The languages in Belgium. I don't know this. I don't know this. Dude, I gotta lie to you. If you go on Facebook and you put in the name of the track on the Facebook page, it is not in English writing. I gotta translate this stuff.
Also, we need to give a big shout out to Russ Lundwig in the chat. Ritter's family in the chat. James Vining. Jonathan Sessoms, a.k.a. Robbie. Appreciate each and every one of y'all tuning in and enjoying the Belgium Waffles Raceway Park race here.
There's the Spa working his way around the racetrack as Devin West is leading, Robert Gamble second, Newton is third. By the way, we're halfway through now. We're halfway in this heat race. This isn't even the feature. This is a heat race.
I just want to point out too. The reason it takes so long to do one lap is because it takes It takes Devin West 2 minutes and 19 seconds, or 2 minutes and 19 seconds to do one lap. So that it's going to be a long race. It's not an oval track where they're running 15-second laps. They're running 2-minute laps, over 2 minutes. So it's going to be a very long race here at Belgium Waffles Raceway Park.
So it looks like at Circuit de Spa Francorchamps in Belgium, they run the FIM Endurance World Championship. They run motorcycles. They run MotoGP. They run the CrowdStrike Spa series, the 24 and a half Spa, or the 24 hours of Spa. They do have a race called the 24 Hours of Spa, Charles.
Do they have a 24 Hours of Lemons?
No, they don't have the 20. No, no. So there you go. I think they're getting ready for the 24 Spa Motos is coming up here
that's
in the next.
Right?
Yeah, motorcycles. Yeah.
Wesley, I want to take a big shout out here and look at give a big, nice look at this 27 car. Beautiful looking wrap here on the side of this car.
Yes.
I'm not sure if that's a fish or if it's an airplane.
On the 27 of Paul Newton, it's an airfish. Yeah.
Airfish. Okay.
Kind of like a fish car, if you will.
Right. Very nice looking car.
Got the fins and everything.
Now, is it cheating if you're a Devin West fan? Because from watching the Northwest series, like with the Cup, the Truck, and Xfinity, I've always been a big Devin West fan. So does it count with me being a broadcaster or announcer and cheering for Devin West?
No, I mean, Charles cheers for Jeff Stab now.
Okay. I was going to say, I've always been a Devin West fan.
Yeah. And why is that? See, Jonathan Sessoms.
Couldn't tell you.
I don't know. It's like the time I freaked out and thought Jeff Gordon was in the chat box.
That's when you know it's getting real.
Well, I mean, I was looking for that circle check blue star, but it didn't happen. I thought he was until I had one of my buddies at Hendrick text me saying, "It's Jeff. Is Jeff Gordon in the office at Hendrick watching iRacing?" No. Okay.
As we're on board here with Robert Gambill, he's running second, and Paul Newton is right behind him in that purple car.
This is the guy, Cody, that created this chaos and mayhem, the RGL Motorsports Series. Right here, he's the promoter.
He's the one that created this road course stuff.
Well, I mean, it was the powers that be that were behind the Northwest that were wanting to do it, but he's the promoter of the RGL Motorsports branding for the GT3 series. So
now a lot of these guys too, Wesley, they're where it's 11:49 for us. It's what, about 8 o'clock for them?
Yes. So it's coming on midnight in about 10 minutes Eastern time. It'll be central where Charles is in Texas at the Click It RV production booth for LSRTV in Wichita Falls. That will be 11 Central, 11 p.m. Central for him. Mountain time is 10 p.m. Mountain time, like Montana and Colorado and all that stuff. And then in the Pacific Northwest, where a lot of these guys mostly hail from, it's coming up on, like you said, 8:50 Pacific right now over there.
Right. I was gonna say, I know a lot of these guys. I figured a lot of these guys were from the Northwest. Just that's why it's called the Northwest Racing Series.
And watching all these guys working around the racetrack, we are at the Circuit de Spa Francorchamps is the name of the track. This is round number 2 of the Northwest RGL Motorsports GT3 Series, iRacing on LSRTV and the Community Radio Network. And Devin West is still leading this thing. Robert Gamble, though, I'll tell you this much, Cody, reeling him in, and Paul Newton is right there. Oh, look out! Gamble into the wall. Open the door for Paul Newton to go to the number 2 spot.
Yeah, you know, that was wild. We were just talking about how Gamble was reeling in Devin West, and commentator's curse. He spins out off the corner.
Yeah, I feel bad. I feel like I jinxed him.
Right. Commentator's curse. Well, Wesley, let's go ahead and get it out now. Who's your pick to win tonight?
The first one that crosses the line. You know, I would be hard-pressed to say that obviously, you know, part of me wants to say Devin West is going to win, but I got to go with the nickname, the Road Course King. And we've seen he has that nickname because he's very good on the road courses. He's in 2nd spot right now after the mishap by Robert Gamble. There is car right there in view. There's Devin West. There's Paul Newton. I got to go with Paul Newton to win the race. I do.
I'm going to go with the guy we're on board with right now, Mr. Dan West Jr. You know, I'm like you. I want to say Devin West is going to win, but I don't want to be that guy. I want to be different, and I'm going to go with Dan West Jr. Which now isn't Dan West Jr. and Devin West kin like they're? Is it like father and son? Yep. So I'm going to go with Dan West Jr.
And Cody, I know you said this. We're on the last lap, by the way. We're on the final lap of this lap heat race. This, again, is not even the feature. This is just the 10-lap heat. We're on the final lap, and I will tell you that you mentioned you're a big fan of Devin West. Son Devin and father Dan West, without a doubt, Cody Demers, this year in the Northwest Series, in all spectrums across the board, have done a phenomenal job. They have been the dominators this year.
Oh yeah, as you know, we've seen Monday night in the truck race. I personally wasn't in the booth, but I was watching. You know, we at one point with like 20 to go, we had a West 1-2. You know what I mean? And I was earlier after qualifying, I was mentioning that you know, what can you not put this Devin West guy in and he not be, you know, up front? You know, it's every time I tune into one of the streams, he's always at the front. Whether he's in 1st or he's in 8th, he's always at the front. You know, he's never at the back.
And I'll tell you this, not just the son, but the father too. He's another one of those guys that are just very competitive. Here he comes working the way. That's the Ferrari, by the way. The Ferrari hanging off the Porsches. That's Devin West, the leader. Paul Newton in 2nd. Robert Gamble, Stephen Paulison, Dan West Jr., 2 through 5, all in Ferraris. Then you got a BMW by Tyler King. He's in the number 6 spot. Toby Ritter's in a Ferrari in 7th. BMW by Stefan O'Hare in 8th. A Jaguar in Dan Lowther 9th. And another Porsche by Russ Lundberg in the top 10. As we're coming to the final stages of this race, working their way again into the final corners. And what another phenomenal job, if you will, by Devin West. I love the car. I love the car as he comes down to the line. He'll come off that final turn. He'll take the checkered flag. He will win the heat race. Again, this was just a heat race. That was it.
Yeah, this weren't even the big show. This is just a little show. This is the
That's right.
the baby show to the big dad show. So
that's exactly right, man. What a job there. Here he comes to the line. He'll take the checker flag, and that will wrap up again the heat race for Devin West. Got some breaking information. Yeah, here we go. I'm getting tongue-tied. Got some breaking information. I think our virtual Belgium waffles are done. Let's check in with Charles. What you got, Charles?
So I had to do some digging, and then I just went to Jeff. and found out that it's
you burned the
technically
waffles.
yeah, it's not though. While it does say it's a 20-lap race or whatever there, or 9-lap race, 10, whatever. It's not actually a race. Our overlays say that it's actually a 20-minute race, and then this next race, depending on or regardless of how many laps it says, is actually a 40-minute race with half fuel, so they will have to pit. So it's a 20-minute race and a 40-minute race. Not really on laps. It's 40 minutes no matter what. Like I said, and there's also a 10-car invert from that race to this race.
So that being said, Devin West will start 10th.
So basically, yes, Devin West will start 10th. And what you're saying is basically there is a time limit for this series, not laps per se.
Correct. Our overlays are set to laps, so they kind of guess about how many laps they're going to run. But that was 20 minutes, and this next race will be 40 minutes. So like it said,
we're thinking 40 minutes will be the equivalent of maybe 20 laps, if you will, maybe 18.
Yes. That's roughly what I'm figuring as well.
Gotcha. Well, they're getting ready to grid for the next race. 10 cars on the invert, 10th to the pole. We're also at the top of the hour. Let's step away real quickly. We'll pause for 10 seconds of radio identification. CRN, the Community Radio Network. We're back with more of the Northwest RGL Motorsports GT3 Series in a moment.
Community Radio Network, WCRN 87.9 FM, Clayton, Garner, Raleigh, North Carolina, USA. We are CRN.
At Click It RV, we know there's a lot of heritage and history at this location. RV sales and service has been part of this community for decades. We knew there was an incredible opportunity here, but to see where we've come in just a year is incredible. None of it would be possible without the patronage and support from this community. So whether it be a more convenient and accessible service drive, a fully stocked parts department, or this amazing sales facility, what drives this team daily is making sure our customers leave here with the best possible experience.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head to head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Welcome back. Welcome back to coverage of the. Welcome back to coverage of the Northwest RGL Motorsports GT3 Series on the Community Radio Network and iRacing on LSRTV. We are at the virtual iRacing Circuit de Spa Franco Champs. Franco Champs.
Just say Belgian
All right.
Waffles Raceway Park.
Well, actually, the track is actually in Stavelot, Belgium.
So see, it
I
goes
think
with
it's a
it.
pretty sharp racetrack, if you ask me.
Nah. To me, it's make a good bass pond.
Are you not a fan of road courses, Cody?
I do not like road courses at all. Like road courses, like, you know, they're to me, it's a lot of long, boring racing. You know, now Indy cars, I feel like Indy cars at road courses produce really good racing. Excuse me. But when it comes to like GT3 cars, big tracks like this, they get so far. Excuse me. They get so far spread out. It's, you know, just makes for a long race. Whereas Indy cars, you know, you're gonna have battle and you're gonna have pass and you're gonna have, you know, running up on each other so fast, you know, whereas these are not. So
Sure.
yeah, I'm really not a big fan of road courses. Like, you know, I don't mind them, but like the smaller ones, like these big ones, no. Like New Hampshire Speedway, the Legends Road Course, I'm cool with that. Like I can watch that, but these big long road courses, nah, just not for me.
Yeah, you haven't seen a Northwest race yet, dude. We're just getting started. So, practice is about to expire. The heat race was a 20-minute time limit. That was around 10 laps. It's wrapped up. We're now getting ready to go for 40-minute time limit. And in addition to that, the top 10 have been inverted. Let's give you the starting lineup. So who is on the pole? The Catman, James Vining. The 333 to his outside, Dan Lowther in car number 63. Row 2, Stephen O'Hare and Toby Ritters. What a good start for Clifford, man. It might be good for the 23. Tyler King, Dan West Jr. on the invert. Row 3, row 4, halfway there. Stephen Paulison and Robert Gamble. Those are your drivers, by the way, that were fourth and third in, of course, the first heat. Cody.
You know, starting to the outside, my man Devin West, the guy that you know, I root for every week, and to his inside is going to be Big Newton, Paul Newton, starting on row 5. Row 6 to the inside is going to be PJ. Is it Tidrick?
BJ Tidrick.
BJ Tigdrick. And starting to his outside is going to be the crazy-haired man himself, Russ Lundberg. Row number 7, we got to the inside Frank Harrison 11 and Tori Daggett to the outside. Row 8, we got to the inside Carl Burke, and to his outside we got Chad Malik. And that's everybody.
There's your lineup. Yeah, there's the lineup. Oh my, the Catman, James Vining missing the start. Carl Burke and Chad Malik also missing the start. They have to tag them back. They forfeit their starting positions.
That's only going to put Clifford and Dan West Jr. much closer to the front.
That's right. Wow.
I see we got some Clifford fans in the chat. Russ Lundwig says go Clifford. Ritter's family says 23. RGL Motorsports says LOL twice in the exact same spot as we're going green here, Wesley.
Ready to go for the feature race now. Oh boy, was I dead on the numbers, Charles? Didn't I say an 18-lap feature, 40-minute time limit? Look at the distance. Look at that. What not?
Big red!
Oh no! The hell clock. We got him crashing in the little bus stop chicane over there. Stephen O'Hare and others involved.
As we go here to the LSRTV 4K Ultra HD replay, let's see what happened here.
all getting bunched up for the Troy Daggett. What are you doing? He was way in the back there at the 99. He was wrecking before they even come to the green. Here we go. Look at this. Coming to the green. The man, Barney, don't even have a flag stand. He's standing up flagging. Look at this. Hold on. Oh, hair.
The 41
Who are the other guys? Was that Devin West? I think it was Devin West or Dan West Jr. Oh, no. There was another car involved, the red car. Is that Stephen Paulson? I think they got caught up in it.
There goes my pick. I done give him the commentator's curse. He's not going to like me no more.
Oh.
He done wrecked in turn one. So,
and he'll head to the virtual yellow cap and spa area.
All right. Because looks like we got a battle here for the lead. That's Devin West and Tyler King. You know, Devin West had to start 10th, Wesley, and turn one, he's in the lead.
So, Circuit de Spa, Francorchamps in Belgium. Stavelot, Belgium is the location, and again, this is an 18-lap race with a 40-minute time limit. I know the timer is 40 minutes. It is an 18 laps to go, rounding off the numbers. And Cody, if you remember, man, I said, look at this, we're 3 wide. Oh, look at Ritter's fighting and clawing there between Newton and King.
Yeah, wow. they were 3 wide through a chicane, and it's crazy they didn't even touch each other there. That just shows the level of skill you got here.
Man, what a great job. What a great job he did. And by the way, 17 to go. 4.352 miles, 7.004 kilometers here at the Circuit de Spa Francorchamps. We got more of an update on the race. Let's go back and check in with Charles Wooten.
Hi everyone. So yeah, we're keeping track. Our system's obviously set up for laps, but yeah, we'll keep an eye on that. I'll give you all updates here. We got 37 minutes left on the clock. So
we get a track temp?
Track temp, yeah, we can get a track temp. Let's see what that track temp looks like.
Yeah, presented by Kaufman Creative. There it is.
Track temp's about 80 degrees. So I don't know much about road course, but with a track temp of that, Wesley, it's going to make your car drive tight. So, you know, would it make a GT3 car drive the same way on a road course?
You know, what's so interesting to me is that, and here's this is a very unique 19-20 turn road course. This is a 20-turn road course, by the way. I finally got your stats and information you were asking me about, Cody. You're going to be hearing words like the La Source. That is where that accident happened a few moments ago from turn 1 between Dan West Jr., Stephen Paulson, and of course, Stefan O'Hare. There is a sharp turn there. It's like 45-degree angle called La Source, and that is where you see that big hiccup happen. Then they work their way to turn number 2 to turns 3, 4, and 5. The S's, if you will. They call that the Radillion Entour Rouge. This will then put them up to turn 6 to the Camille straightaway. Camille Straight will then go to turn 7, 8, and 9 with a half an S called Les Combes. Les Combes will go to a sharp turn 2 right turn. That is called Bourles. Bourles will then go to turn number 11 to 12 to the Paboon corner of the racetrack. Then it's going to be Campus in the S's again to turns number 13, 14, and 15. They'll work their way to the Stavelot turn at turn 16, which is a tight 60-degree angle. Then they come back around to Cabe Porfier to the Belchmont turns of 17 and 18 to a chicane at turn 19. They're at the chicane right now at turn 18 and 19 and to turn number 20. And there you see that tight chicane right now. They're taking it at turns 19 and 20. And then they'll make their way back to start finish. And there is a lap, if you will, around Circuit de Spa Francorchamps here on iRacing. Carl,
and if we could go on board here with the, if we could go on board here with the 99, you know, man started in the back, as we've seen at the start of the race, he had that little hiccup coming to the green.
Oh, yeah.
And he's up here running for,
Man,
sixth
look at that
position.
cockpit.
Oh, yeah.
Look at
got a
the
rear view
cockpit.
camera.
It ain't nothing like a stock car.
No, got a rear view
Look at this.
camera. You look at a late model stock, and that's, what is a rear view camera? Now you get in a GT3 car, and, to me, Wesley, this is a big difference for me. I just done 125 laps of, late model stocks at Concord, and here I am at Belgium Waffles Raceway Park doing 18 laps of GT3.
By the way, major events here at Circuit de Spa, including Formula One, the Belgian Grand Prix back in the 70s and 80s, and still to this day. So Formula One is big there.
Big Michael Schumacher fan.
Yes. Max Verstappen kicking butt this year. FIFA World Endurance Championship, Bikes, MotoGP, Sidecar World Championships, the European Le Mans Series, International GT, and the European Formula Open. And there are just some of the events that they have going on. We got an update from Circuit de Spa, Franco Chips, and look out, dang it.
Oh, hard hit.
Oh, it's Lowther, I believe. Dan Lowther just crashed.
Can we get an instant replay on that?
What just
I
happened
see if
there? Is
Devin
it Dan Lowther? Yeah, let's.
I want to see
What
if Dan
happened?
West actually got in the back of him there.
We'll see what happened. By the way, that wasn't Dan Lowther. My apologies. It was a white and green car. Whoever that was, it wasn't Dan Lowther. It was behind Dan Lowther.
It was looks like it was between the white and green Lambo and Dan West Jr. Yeah, right behind it was Dan West Jr. Dan West Jr. Give him a bump.
That's Dan West Jr. Is that?
Who's that in front of him?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Slow down. Hit pause.
Might be Dan Lowther.
Who is that?
It looks like Dan Lowther.
No, that wasn't Dan Lowther. Dan Lowther was in the solid green car.
Okay.
Was it Stephen O'Hare?
No, O'Hare's in a... Let's check out the 72 car.
We're trying to figure out who was who. No, it was Harris. It was Frank Harris, guys. No, it's Tendrick. It's Tendrick. It was Tendrick.
It's Tendrick. Yep.
It was. You ever heard of Hollywood Squares? It's Belgium Squares.
I'm so used to.
We got an update.
I'm so used to cautions.
Charles, what do you got for us? 15 to go here in Belgium.
Well, it's actually for y'all. I haven't noticed this until now, but if y'all go look at your live timing that we have provided for y'all, courtesy of LSRTV, look in the top left corner.
8 minutes and 56 seconds, up 40 minutes.
I'm not seeing that. I see 15 to go.
Well, yours is broken, so I don't know what to tell you. Are you looking at the SDK live timing, not the ATVO live timing?
I have what you have on VMix. That's what I look at. You know this.
No, look, the link that you sent Cody. Go look at that link.
ATVO live timing. Oh yeah. Well, I mean, it says it's 9 minutes and 25 seconds and a 40-minute clock. Oh, going around Tyler King.
We see King.
Yeah, it was doing that earlier in the heat race. Yeah. So we're closing in on 30 minutes to go. 14 minutes roughly in time for the race. Which, by the way, Cody, I will say this. I said 18 laps, remember? I said 40 minutes will probably be 18 laps, and I was dead on it when they dropped the green.
Dead on it. You got to figure, too, Wesley, we've been racing for 10 minutes. We've been racing for 10 minutes and completed 4 laps. But you also got to figure 2 minutes and 19 seconds is a long time around a racetrack for 1 lap.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like I said, this is out of my not really comfort zone, but this is out of my my level of skill because I'm used to 15 laps. I'm out of 15. I'm used to 15-second laps, 20-second laps, 13-second laps. And here I am watching a race that's got 2 minutes and 20 seconds. You know, looks like the 21 of who's that? Tyler King. He's missing a left rear fender. I don't know if we can get an angle on that. There it is. Looks like he's missing a left rear fender.
Well, remember what we were told, that they will be able to have a fast repair if they get badly damaged, and there is going to be half fuel tank capacity in this race, meaning that they're going to have to make a pit stop here, and it'll probably be within the next 5 laps if unless they're just using their power too much and they overusing the car will run the fuel out faster. But I will say this though, Cody, that they're going to have to make green flag pit stops. So there is a strategy now that is based into this race, because do you go to pit lane with your teammates? Do you do your own strategy? Do you go on your own? Do you stretch your car out? That will really, really make a lot of changes in this race for sure.
Oh yeah, you also got to look at too tire-wise. Yes, it's a road course. There's you can save tires a lot easier than you can an oval course.
Sure.
But you still got to look at saving tires. I mean, 2 minutes 20 seconds is a long time around the racetrack. Once again, I said, fuel. Some guys I've seen that can stretch fuel a lot further than fuel should be stretched. So there's a lot of different things you got to play strategy-wise. We could see, Frank Harris, somebody that's running 11th, go from 11th to 1st, oversaving enough fuel, and then Devin West, pushed his car too hard and, not save enough fuel, and that's all it takes is, pushing just a little too hard, especially with a long road course like this.
Having a fun time tonight, no doubt. Thanks for joining us on the Community Radio Network as well as on iRacing on LSRTV. 13 to go. That is 13 minutes now on a 40-minute time of this race. Round number 2. And I just love these cars. The GT3 cars I just think are exciting. They're fun. They're eccentric. They're unique. They're novelties. They're just awesome looking. And, oh, look out! Dan West Jr.
Oh.
Boy. Oh, hold on.
And that's, Wesley, you got to look there, too.
Second.
You got to look there with him get, whoa, there goes another one. There goes another one.
Everybody's the secondary caution. Stephen O'Hare and Tyler King.
There goes
look
another
out, Frank
one.
Harris. Oh,
now it comes into perspective, Wesley. Did these guys push a little too hard and burn their rubber up? You know what I mean?
Right.
Now, you got to look at that because...
road.
Right, because everybody looks to be so loose. Then you got to think, hey, everybody's spinning out. So it's kind of, there's a lot of different things you can look at to why they're spinning out. Overdriving the corner, burning their tires up, so it's just things you got to look at.
Patience is a virtue, if you will. And again, still a long way to go here at the Circuit des Spa Francorchamps in Stavelot, Belgium. Cody Deemers, I'm Wesley Outland. He's making his iRacing debut. Boy, did we throw him to the wolves in a road course.
Right. That's what I was thinking. I was like, a road course already? Like, man, well, you know what? Better to show off your skills better than anywhere at a road course, somewhere you're, out of your comfort zone, somewhere you're not used to, so, I mean, it'll really test your testability, if this is what you're, calling to do.
Our coverage of iRacing on the radio is presented by Russ Wiles Agency Group Incorporated and the Stock Car Racing Team Game. You were saying, Cody.
Oh, and, not very many people can be thrown to a road course, and, I'll be honest, I have no clue what I'm doing. I'm just doing what I would normally do at an oval course, but throwing rights in there with it instead of just lefts.
Lefts and rights and chicanes and S's and half S's and all of these different names. And yeah.
I hope everybody that's tuning in to the CNR Radio Network and the LSRTV, I hope you're enjoying the coverage here at Belgium Raceway Park, or Belgium Waffles Raceway Park, because we'll let Wesley say the pronunciation of the right name.
It is, the virtual Circuit Circuit des Spa Francorchamps champs.
And if it makes it easier for you, Belgium Waffles Raceway Park, because it's in Belgium, so we got that part right. And they make waffles according to.
Is that Lundberg, actually? Yeah, that's Russ Lundberg again.
We got a wreck in
Porsche
turn 24. We got a wreck in turn 24. Caution's out.
No, there's no caution.
Yeah, I was gonna say, well, never mind. There's no cautions at road course. Now, Wesley, do they have a such thing as corner cautions? Like, if you spin out, they have a flagman that throws a corner caution to kind of just, hey, there's a wreck there. Don't go in there crazy.
Look, I don't mean to sound sarcastic. It's all we can do to see the flagman flagging at the start-finish line. Okay, I don't know.
Barney's struggling right now. Hey, I don't even think they have a flag stand for Barney. I think they just got him standing out there in the middle of the racetrack.
There is if you will, another technical. Let's see here. Lawler is out. West is pinning. I don't know if that's scheduled or not. Tidrick is in 12th. He is a minute and 41 seconds back. And I'm understanding that the Dan West Jr. pit is the scheduled pit. Russ Lundberg, virtual oil on the racetrack.
Wesley, I also want to point out, too, looking at our live timing, I know the race fans won't see it, but if you look under laps, it actually shows that Dan West is coming to complete him and Paul Newton, and it looks like Paul Newton is actually in a battle with Devin West right now. Looks like they're not too far behind.
Yeah. Russ Lundberg is saying Spa is awesome to race with those in the top 10. We're seeing green flag pit stops. Here comes the road course king. My pick, Paul Newton on pit road.
What are we thinking here, Wesley?
Even though the invert was 10 and Devin West won the heat race, I mean, he just jumped right back to the lead easily in the number 5 car, Cody.
Yeah, I mean, he was already in the lead after turn 1 at the start of the race. And, even seeing green flag pit stops there, you got to wonder, do these guys take tires? Do they even get a set of tires? Or is it just a kind of splash and go?
We'll find out. I would say probably the smart thing would be a full pit stop. Let's see as Paul Newton is actually now exiting off pit. No, he's in his pit stall now. Paul Newton, what are they doing? Beautiful looking race car, man. I just love those machines. They're awesome. 10 laps to go, by the way. 10 remaining is the limit of closing in on halfway. 20 minutes down, 20 minutes to go here. And here comes more cars on the pit lane. And I'll be honest with you, the consensus for the most part, Cody Deemers, we're seeing drivers just take on fuel. I don't see tires being changed.
Yeah, I'm not seeing tires being changed either. I'm seeing a lot of splash and goes. And with 10 to go, we started with 18. We only 8 laps into the race. I don't feel like they've done enough pushing to burn their rubber up. I could be wrong, but I would expect just a splash and go for most everybody here. It looks like the guy behind. I believe this is 21. Yeah, it looks like he's taking tires in that Ferrari.
Yeah, I would not say a splash and go. Obviously, you got to fill up the tanks, but fuel only for a majority of these guys. As we are seeing tire stops, man, we are seeing pit stop with tire changes for this guy.
Looks like the guy in front of him. Looks like the guy in the Porsche is just taking a fast repair and some fuel.
Yep, that's Frank Harris in front of us with the Ferrari, and then the
here comes your
Lundberg
leader.
car. And here comes the Ferrari number 5 of Devin West. He'll give up the lead and give it back to Robert Gamble. I see that car, and I think of Italian. I think of pizza.
I see that car, and I think of that Speed Racer movie.
Okay.
The movie Ferrari. Come out like 2018, 2019. I see that car, and that's what I think of.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm lost. Luigi only
Yeah,
followed
Ford
the
versus
Ferrari.
Ferrari. Yeah.
You're a race car? A real race
All,
car?
all we're missing, all we're missing now is a Herbie lookalike.
That's right.
As we're starting to see people
Devin
go
West
laps
is
down
changing
now.
tires. Devin West is changing tires. We just saw that.
And we're on board here with your race leader, the 54 of Rob Ganville Jr. You know, it's almost this thing, like we were talking about earlier, Wesley. You know, has he been just riding and saving gas so he can, you know, run a little bit longer than, you know, knowing Devin West is so much faster? You know, could we see Rob playing strategy more to say, you know, saving fuel enough that he can run 2 or 3 more laps longer than Devin West?
All this strategy being obviously talked about down the stretch, and no doubt about it, Robert Gamble now the man trying to play the wild card, if you will, to win here, as he is the leader, 32 seconds back, Troy Daggett. And we're 18 minutes remaining in this race, a 40-minute time limit. And everybody has pitted. Through. Yeah, we are halfway through. Everybody has pitted except for Robert Gamble, Troy Daggett, and Stephen Paulison.
Yeah, you know, like I said, I mean, it's almost a sense of, you know, strategy. You know, you got to think, you know, how you're going to play your strategy. You know, and a lot of people think, you know, Wesley, strategy is, you know, something you work on during the race. These guys have had a strategy since practice. You know what I mean? That's kind of what practice is for. You know, you use your practice to think, you know, am I going to start saving at lap 1, or am I just not going to do nothing at all and I'm just going to push the entire race? As we see the 99 of Troy Daggett coming on pit road here. It's hard to save in the middle of the race. You know, it's hard to say, oh, at lap, you know, in an 18-lap race, it's hard to say at lap 8, I'm going to start saving now. You just can't do it. A road course or oval side, it doesn't work.
Troy Daggett on pit road. He is in the 3rd spot. This one out, bump up Paul Newton to 3rd whenever he passes him at the start line. As Robert Gamble and Stephen Paulison are now the other 2 drivers that are yet to pit. And then it'll cycle back around to Paul Newton and Devin West. And here you go. You know, Cody, you hear it a lot in road course and IndyCar racing. The undercut. Well, Paul Newton got the undercut on Devin West, even though Devin West has been very, very fast. As you're seeing Troy Daggett now go to the pit lane. Paul Newton will now officially overtake 3rd. There he is, Devin West to 4th now. There's Devin West right there in his crosshairs. And I'll be honest with you, Gamble and Paulison, Cody, they're going to have to pit. And when they do, this is your battle for the win right here between our picks. Paul Newton, road course king, and Devin West in the 5.
Oh yeah, you definitely. I definitely think that Paul Newton has definitely played some strategy on Devin West. I definitely think, you know, Devin West might be a little bit faster in the Ferrari, but I definitely think, you know, I'm sure we should have to. I'm not sure if they have to pit one more time, but I don't. Yeah, I don't know. They shouldn't have to pit one more time. But, you know, you got to think, too, is Devin West going to push his car now? Because, you know, he knows Paul Newton, when the cycle's through, pit stops, you know, Paul Newton's going to be the leader. So you got a sense of it, you know, if Devin West doesn't push, he's, you know, possibly not going to win the race. But if he does push, he takes a chance of burning his tires up, using too much fuel, then having to, you know, get a splash and go at the end. So just a lot of things, you know, Devin West has got to keep in mind, you know, riding here in 2nd.
Well, something that we will do is, Charles, can we go SBS? Let's go side by side. Take a break real quickly. Excuse me. We're going to go side by side to thank our sponsors. You're not going to miss anything at all. And Cody and I will bring this one to the finish with about 14 minutes remaining. Robert Gamble, Stephen Paulison will probably be pitting when we return. Paul Newton should be the new leader unless Devin West can get around him. Troy Daggett's right there, and that's your top 5. We're back in a moment from the Circuit de Spa. Francorchamps, Champs, iRacing, LSRTV, and CRN, the Community Radio Network.
At Click It RV, we know there's a lot of heritage and history at this location. RV sales and service has been part of this community for decades. We knew there was an incredible opportunity here, but to see where we've come in just a year is incredible. None of it would be possible without the patronage and support from this community. So whether it be a more convenient and accessible service drive, a fully stocked parts department, or this amazing sales facility, what drives this team daily is making sure our customers leave here with the best possible experience.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
All right, welcome back. And pit stops have now officially wrapped up. Robert Campbell is now on pit road, and Cody Deemers in any moment, I don't know, he might have that good of a, he's got a 12-second lead over Paul Newton. He might come out as the leader. He might win this race.
He's going to come out the leader. He might have he might have played his strategy right. I mean, Paul's going to crack it down to about a 6-second lead, but he's going to come out the leader. He's liable to win this thing because, you know, he's got a big enough lead.
There they are.
Oh, Devin Weston was battling for second.
He doesn't look like it's that big of a lead, but it is. But wow.
As we see them side by side going into the chicane.
Seconds. Look at this. This is for second.
Devin West on the inside of the Ferrari. Paul Newton in the 27 on
Cody,
the.
Cody, you heard me say that Devin West is going to win. Paul Newton's going to win this race unless Devin West can catch him. And obviously, we see that the Italian pizza car Ferrari is very faster and past him.
Yeah, you know, I'm over here trying to click the live time and to change some camera views, and Devin West definitely on a man on a mission right now. I think now he's, you know, trying to push the car a little harder than he has been. I think, you know, when he was behind Paul Newton, he was kind of just riding, you know, just kind of playing his cards right, like almost like a like I said earlier, a tiger hunting his prey. And now he's going to be a man on a mission to knock that 7-second lead down on Gamble.
Yeah, what a great drive.
What a great pit strategy by Rob Gamble. I mean, how do you predict, you knowing that you're going to come out and have a 7-second lead? Like, I thought Devin West or Paul Newton had him, but Gamble proved us wrong.
We were talking about going for the undercut, and that's exactly what the strategy was, and he came back on track with close to a 7-second lead, and even though it's shrunk now, he's increased it back up to 7.5 seconds.
Oh, yeah.
Here's the harsh reality. if somebody wants to pull an upset win, you better go, and you better go now. Because if not, Robert Gamble, the interval is 7 seconds, but on the track, it doesn't look like that much.
No, it looks like he's right there with him, but he's on top. He's on top of him.
Oh, Daggett battling there with Paulison. This is going on for 4th and 5th. By the way, we're under 10 minutes remaining. We're 5 to go. Time limit on this race was 40 minutes with basically the equivalent of an 18-lap feature. I love that sound there, Cody.
Oh, yeah, it's winding down now. Wesley got 32 minutes and 19 seconds complete of 40 minutes. 5 laps to go here at Belgium Waffles Raceway Park. But we'll let Wesley give you the pronunciation, because good luck me trying to say it.
Circuit des Spa Francorchamps.
There you go. I'm still sticking with Belgium Waffles Raceway Park.
Well, the racetrack is located again in, as we mentioned, Stavelot, Belgium, off of Route des Circuit 55. Route des du Circuit 55.
I don't know if it's allowed, but, I want to give a big shout out to all the people watching on CNR Sports TV, all the people watching on LSRTV. I want to give a big shout out to Charles Wooten, the guy behind the scenes that y'all don't hear or see, or you may hear a little bit, working on the camera angles, stuff like that. Mr. Charles, what is your take on the race with 4 to go?
Hey, wait a second now. We got Cody making pizza at the end of the first heat race. We got Charles pulling out salami in the refrigerator. By the way, Russ Ludwig, I apologize. I think I said Lundberg. My apologies. Russ Ludwig. Ludwig is definitely an avid listener. And
I was given a shout out to everybody and you, and I said, what's your take on the race so far with 4 to go here, Mr. Charles?
I'm the opposite. I like road racing for stuff like that when you never know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And this is not something we typically do here in the Northwest. We don't do dirt. We don't do road courses a whole lot. And there aren't a lot of road racers in here. And we could very well see this becoming an actual series here in the near future, and have 60 cars out here, and it would put on a heck of a show. These little battles you're seeing now imagine 60 cars on this track, and they're all battling like that.
Oh, wow.
It would be an amazing show. We've seen it before, and it definitely would be cool.
Yeah, we've done it with the big events like the Major Series and others, Charles, for sure, and they're exciting and fun, and they're just, and here's my thing on it, and I kind of follow the same sentiments of what Charles Wooten said. It's a novelty. It's something different. And I love my job as a broadcaster for iRacing, but sometimes you get bored with the late models or the Xfinity or the trucks or Cup all the time. And you like to see things different. You like seeing things new. And, hey, that's why, what is it, the Northwest Series? I mean, they're trying, Charles, to have a dirt league, the Northwest Racing Series Super Late Model Dirt cars. But, that's growing pains as well. But it's like the old cliche, Cody Deemers, as we approach 3 laps to go and 4 minutes left to go in the race time officially. Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither was Belgium Waffles.
Here at the Belgium Waffles Raceway Park.
I was being sarcastic, Charles.
Yeah, Charles. We also are seeing that Dan. We're also seeing that if we go on board with Dan West Jr., we are seeing that he doesn't look like a fan of road course. Yeah, he doesn't look like he's a fan of road course racing too much. He doesn't look like this is his cup of tea. Wesley, what do you think?
Great analysis there. Great analysis there, Charles. Cody hit it perfectly. Oh, buddy, we got people on pit road. Stephen O'Hare.
It looks like
I
Devin
wonder
West
if he's got to pit early. Yeah.
He might quit.
He might be calling it quits, or he might be calling it quits, or he's got to actually get more fuel. Nah, he's done. He says, I've had it with this place.
He said, this is
a Belgian up your... Yeah,
Stephen O'Hare, we'll see you next week. Got you.
Understanding from our producer, he's having some technical problems.
Well, Stephen O'Hare, we'll see you next week, because we'll move on from Belgium Waffles Raceway Park. If you don't mind me asking, where do these guys go next? Like, what's the next track on the schedule for these guys?
I have no idea. There's not really an official schedule or anything on the Sim Racer Hub.
Canadian Tire?
When is it going to be, Charles? Well, those are tracks that we can actually enunciate and we know where they are.
Right. Canadian Tire for I want to give a big shout out to Mr. Jeremy Ashby in the chat. Says Rooster. That's code name for me.
Yes.
Not very many people
Jeremy
know that.
Ashby, one of the regulars with the Southeast Late Model Stock Car Series. Jeremy Ashby.
Make sure you go check them guys out. They put on a show as well. Yeah, but not Canadian Tire.
Closing in on the final couple of laps remaining. By the way, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Cody. Canadian Tire Motorsports Park next Wednesday night. Then we have Watkins Glen, or Virginia International Raceway, and then Watkins Glen.
Now, Watkins Glen, out of you said Canadian Tire and Watkins Glen, out of them two tracks, Watkins Glen is one that I'm going to enjoy, because Watkins Glen is probably one of my, if I have to race on a road course, I would say Watkins Glen is probably one of my favorite road courses.
See, and I like Virginia International Raceway. I like VIR. I've been to VIR before. Right. So I know how cool that track is. That's a pretty unique, under 2 mile road course. So
I don't know nothing about it, but I can drive it.
It's like 4 miles long, I mean.
Well, you got to think, this is Belgium Waffles Raceway Park.
Yeah.
I mean, this is this is home of Belgium Waffles. Like, this is somewhere F1 goes, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, do they even race GT3 cars here? And
yes.
They do?
Yes. Yeah, they run GT3 and Formula Pro and all of that stuff. I got white flag in the air, by the way. One more lap to go for Robert Gamble.
Wesley, we talked about it. Go ahead.
Yeah, hang on a minute. White flag is out. We'll pick up the leaders here. Robert Gamble has a under 3 second lead over Devin West. There's Devin West. Can he catch him? That's the question in this last lap by Cody.
Yeah, I believe the race is over there, Wesley.
Wow. I thought they were seeing the white flag. Well, okay, my apologies. Wow, so much for all of that. When they got to the 40-minute time limit, the white flag was then showed as final lap. So whenever they came back around to the start-finish line, next flag ends the race. Boy, do I feel like a fool setting up the stage. Robert Gamble, though, is going to win this race. Devin West is second, and Paul Newton will have to settle for third. I say again, Cody Deemers, what great strategy, of course, by the driver of Robert Gamble. I never would have thought when he come to the pit lane that he would be able to keep that lead over everyone else whenever he made his pit stops, and he did.
Oh yeah, you know, crazy part about it is we were just talking about the undercut of, you know, would Devin West and I believe it was Paul Newton,
Yes.
you know, having enough time limit, you know, cracking down the seconds to catch him, and boy, were we wrong. Like we thought Paul Newton had it in the bag catching him, and Rob Gamble showed us that, you know, that was not the case. That you know, it was, you know, all in the books from there. So,
man, if I'm thinking correctly, this might be the first career win for Robert Gamble in Northwest competition in any capacity. So we'll have to check and find out. Celebration. Look at that's what I'm trying to tell you. Stand in the flag stand, Marty. What are you doing standing on the ground?
That's what I'm saying. We're out here racing at Belgian Waffles Raceway Park. Me ain't got a flag stand.
Well, actually, there's a flag stand there. He's just not
Barney's just
standing
standing on the ground. Yeah.
Well, let's check in real quickly on the unofficial results here tonight from the Circuit des Spa-Francorchamps. Round 2 of the Northwest RGL Motorsports GT3 series. By the way, Charles, you got to fix all that stuff. Robert Gamble is the winner. Hey, where'd you go?
Don't mind Charles. Don't mind Charles. He has a lot.
Robert
he does
Gamble
great
is
work,
the winner. Oh, he knows I'm playing with him. Robert Gamble is the winner. Devin West is in second. Paul Newton is third. Stephen Paulison fourth, and Troy Daggett the top 5. Tyler King is 6th. BJ Tidrick is 7th. Dan West Jr. is 8th. Toby Ritters is 9th, and Frank Harris rounds out the top 10 here at Belgium Raceway, as you call it, Cody.
And we got Russ Lundberg coming home 11th, Stephen O'Hare 12th, Dan Luther 13th, James Venning 14th, Carl Brook 15th, and Chad Malik 16th. But I don't think James Venning or Carl Burke or Chad Malik actually started the race there, Wesley. But yeah, Belgium Waffles Raceway Park here in Belgium. These guys put on a great race. I mean, you know, it all come down to pit strategy, you know, which, like I said, Wesley, we talked about it, that it would come down to pit strategy, and it definitely come down to pit strategy to
I'm not going to say that I didn't enjoy it. I thought it was really fun, for sure.
Oh, yeah, I enjoyed it. I mean, even road courses not being my thing, like, you know, these guys put on a heck of a race, and for my first time up here in the booth, I enjoyed it. Like, these guys definitely, you know, gave me something to watch, you know, as me not being a road course fan.
All right, coming up, we'll grab the top 3, and it will be Robert Gamble. And as I said, I think unofficially, first career Northwest career win in Northwest Racing Series sanctioning competition. Devin West will settle for 2nd. Paul Newton is 3rd. All that coming up as we go to post-race. Don't go anywhere from Circuit des Spa-Francorchamps. Top 3 when we return. We're at the top of the hour. We'll pause for 10 seconds of radio identification on CRN, the Community Radio Network. And by the way, shout out to the caution information as well. Virginia811.com. Sorry, Brian. Big goose eggs for you. No cautions, but we'll still plug you. So we will pause for 10 seconds of radio identification, and we will have post race when we return from Circuit des Spa-Francorchamps. Robert Gamble, winner of round 2 of the MGL Motorsports Northwest GT3 Series.
Community Radio Network, WCRN 87.9 FM, Clayton, Garner, Raleigh, North Carolina, USA. We are CRN.
Welcome back to the Circuit de Spa. Franco Champs, round number 2 of the Northwest RGL Motorsports GT3 Series iRacing on LSRTV, the Community Radio Network. Wesley Outland, Cody Deemers, phenomenal job. We'll get his thoughts on closing in a moment. Right now, let's go to the podium. We're understanding iRacing has been having problems tonight. TeamSpeak, for the communication partner for a lot of our broadcasts, are having communication technical issues tonight as well. We are not able to get the runner up of the race, Devin West, but we do get first and third. And Paul Newton, I'll be honest, man, I was riding with you. I thought you were going to be the guy to win tonight, for sure. You're on the podium. You're in third. I know you got to be happy with this race, but what did you think of this track here in Belgium?
Well, these other guys, they got a little step on me in these GT3 cars. These are not my best road racing cars, but the track was a whole lot of fun tonight. This Spa track, I'm glad they put it on the schedule because it's one of the best tracks for GT3 cars, so it was amazing fun tonight.
Cody Deemers.
Yes, sir. Going into tonight's race, Paul finishing third. I thought you'd had it on pit strategy there and had the jump on Rob, but kind of threw us for a loop. Do you want to explain a little bit about your pit strategy there?
Yeah, I was hoping to short pit on him so I would come out in some clean air. I was getting a little bunched up. I had Rob coming up behind me, and I was catching the leader a little bit too, so I was not in clean air there. I thought if I pulled in a little early, I might get some laps in clean air. But I did get those laps in clean air, but I think my tires were just going away a little too much. I think Rob especially saved the tires on his car. And so when he came into pit, he did the overcut on me and just took off and didn't have anything for him.
Yeah, I was about to say the undercut. We hear that a lot in the world of Formula One and IndyCar, and I think we just saw that in the strategy here tonight for the GT3 win for the Northwest by Robert Gamble. We'll get his thoughts in a moment. Paul, what do you got to do, man? What do you think of running these GT3 cars? Do you think this is a good series that, you would do more racing in?
Oh, yeah, I'm going to try to do every race in this short little mid-season that we're doing. Yeah, I gotta get better at it. These kind of cars with the aero have never really suited my style. I'm a lot better like in the stock cars that are just really hard to drive and have no aero helping you out. So it's a little bit different. Well, it's a lot different, and just something I got to work on.
Sponsors, brother.
I want to thank Team Skittles. I want to thank PaulNewtonDesign.com, Trading Paints, Beals California Mandarins, and Beaver State Racing. And I want to thank LSRTV for putting these broadcasts on, and Northwest Racing Series for putting together an awesome league.
Hey, Paul, I love the little fishies on your car. Tell us about that.
Fishies? That's a car. That is
okay.
That is our autocross car, Skittles.
Oh, okay.
And,
Skittle. Yeah.
She will dust the whole field in rainbow tire smoke.
I got you. I sound like an idiot now. So it wasn't a fish. It was a car. Skittles the race car for sure. Eat your heart out, Herbie the love bug. Have a Belgian waffle on me. Ladies and gentlemen, again, Paul Newton will settle for the number 3 spot. Devin West will finish in second. He's having some technical issues. Big props over the Shelton, Washington driver. He'll finish in the number 2 spot here tonight. And the victory lane we go here at the Circuit de Spa Francorchamps Champs, the number 54, the first career Northwest Racing Series iRacing sanctioned win for the driver, Robert Gamble. Robert, congratulations, man. You'll always remember your first. I know you won't forget this one.
Oh, no, absolutely. This has been a great night. From listening to you try to pronounce Spa Francorchamps, this has been awesome. So just a lot of fun, man. This series is so good. It's so competitive. Devin and Paul both. I mean, Paul said this isn't my forte. Man, he is blazing fast. And so just, the level of competition, here and on the ovals, it's just, this league is so much fun. So I'm blessed to have a win in this league.
Wait a minute. You got to correct me here, Robert. I keep saying that it's the Circuit de Spa Francorchamps. or Francor champs. How did you enunciate it? Do you know the right name?
It's, I'm trying. I actually listened to the pronunciation.
Don't listen
There's
to
a
me.
YouTube channel, and it's like, so it's very French, right? It's Belgium, but it's a very French word. So it's like Spa Francorchamps is basically how they do it. So
Francor champs.
I'm still going
okay?
with mine. I'm still going with mine.
Exactly.
Belgium Waffles Raceway.
Belgium Waffles Raceway. I love it.
Yes, sir.
Well, let's go back to the race at the Spa, if you will. I'm just going to be what Charles told me earlier tonight. Where are we racing at tonight, Wesley? The Spa. The Spa, yes, the Spa. So, back to the win at the Spa. Robert, man, you're kind of one of the guys that got this RGL Motorsports GT3 series going. So, man, it's got to be only fitting the promoter gets at least one of the wins, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's got to happen. But yeah, no, it all came down to that pit strategy, and it's funny because I was really watching for when my pit window opened, and I was thinking the same thing that Paul was thinking, is I'm gonna short pit, and then when he went in, probably a lap, I was probably going in on the next lap, and he went in that lap, and I'm like, okay, I've got clean air. Devin's a little bit ways in front of me, so I'm just gonna ride this out. And then when Devin went in a couple laps later, I'm like, I'm riding it to the end. I'm riding it till my very last lap of fuel, and then we'll see. And then when I came out 7 seconds ahead, I mean, that's kind of nerve-wracking because you're like, okay, don't mess up. Just don't mess up. Drive. You got a good lead. If you spin, you're gonna mess it up. So so I kind of backed off and just I was still doing decent laps, but I wasn't pushing it, so I could keep that lead. And I saw Devin actually change tires is one of the reasons. That's what we talked about afterwards. It's like he changed tires, and so he added like extra time onto his pit stop, and so that was the big thing there.
I'm learning as we go here, Cody. Whatever question you got, give it to him. But RGL Motorsports says that it is Spa Francorchamps. So it is the Circuit de Spa Francorchamps. So I got it right, but I got it right at the end. I'm going to take your word for it, Robert Gamble. What you got, Cody, for the winner?
Yeah, Rob, round number 2 here at Belgium Waffles Raceway Park, because I don't know how to say the name of it. But first win, I believe they said it's your first win complete in the Northwest Racing
Series.
First
career win.
So congratulations on that. I'm going to ask you kind of the same question I asked Paul. Explain your pit strategy there on, kind of coming out ahead of the game where we thought you were going to come out, behind the top 2.
Yeah, so I mean, I was surprised when I came out because like I said, my initial pit strategy was going to be the short pit, to go in as soon as I could, come out and get clean air. And then Paul went in, and then Devin went in. So it changed. Like my pit strategy totally changed after that. I adjusted to what I saw, and then I thought I would come out. You're sitting there and you're watching that time tick down, and they're getting closer and closer, and then I came out with a 7-second lead, and I'm like, wow, okay, wasn't expecting that, but I will take it. So yeah, that was the big thing, just adjusting during the race and making decisions as you see things develop. That was the big part of it. And great job tonight. I heard this is your debut as well, so you did really well. I was listening, I had the broadcast on, so you guys did a phenomenal job in the booth, as always.
With the exception of calling it Franken or Chance or whatever.
Frankenstein.
Yeah, whatever. So
listen, when they told me the name, I was like, yep, nope, not saying that.
Cody's like, this is why Wesley's the play-by-play guy. This is why Wesley does all the hard work, not me. Okay?
I'm calling it Belgium Waffles Raceway Park.
I got to ask you this question, Robert, man. You've been a regular on the Northwest Series for so long, couple of years, man, at least during the COVID era. What's it mean to finally get a victory lane win and a Northwest win at that, and on something different, obviously? I know it's not trucks. I know it's not Cup or the fixed Xfinity Series, but just to be able to say you're a winner of the Northwest Fraternity, what does that mean to you in closing? And thank your sponsors.
Man, it means a lot. It's this. I love this league. The guys that run it do an awesome job. The guys that race in it are they're so competitive. So any win in this league is a big thing. And so I'm really grateful to be in this league with this great group of guys. And you know, it's a very popular league, and we get a lot of people that request, but it's Northwest only, and it's just so that regional thing is really cool. And a lot of the guys know each other, outside of iRacing. So, it's a big thing, and you want to get better every week. This league pushes you to get better every week, and that's what I try and do. So to finally get a win, man, it feels really good. So yeah, just thank you guys. Thank LSRTV. You guys do a phenomenal job every week. Thank my teammates, James Vining and Steve Paulison and Frank Harris and our Aerokinetics team. We've been doing Aerokinetics now for the last year. Just had our first year anniversary here back in May. So doing some really good things there in that program. And yeah, thank you guys for coming out. And we look forward to next week at I think it's Canadian Tire.
Yeah,
right?
Canadian Tire. Yeah, we can say that. We can say that, okay.
So I can say that, Canadian Tire.
Canadian Tire, there you go.
Yeah, we can say that, okay. Ladies and gentlemen, again, picking up his first career win in the Northwest RGL Motorsports Series. Again, that is the driver of Robert Gamble. Final time, the great race that was round 2 of the RGL Motorsports Fun Series here at the virtual iRacing Circuit des Spa-Francorchamps here tonight. And finally, I'm getting the name right. Cody, it's been fun. Hopefully we work together again. And your final take of this race, buddy. Enjoyed it.
Yeah, start off with, we couldn't get the name right. We kind of just made up our own names, and Frankenstein, we went from Frankenstein to Belgian Waffles, Raceway Park, to kind of just stuck with whatever. But yeah, I enjoyed it, man. Last minute decision to, get me up here. But like I said earlier, threw me into my, comfort zone that I was not, nowhere in shape or form prepared for. And even if I was prepared for it, probably would have, been nervous as crap. But, really good race. Not a fan of road courses, but these guys, made me want to come back and do this again with the race. Had that struggle on lap 1 where, the guy I picked went off and wrecked himself and never come back from it. But we'll take it. We'll take home a 6th place finish for Dan West Jr. But like I said, phenomenal race from these guys. Can't wait to do it again with you, Wesley.
It was a fun time for sure. Charles Wood, I'd be hard-pressed to say if I didn't let you come in here and chime in and give your thoughts, man. What's your take of tonight's race? Did you have fun at the, finally, Circuit des Spa-Francorchamps?
Yes, I did, and I will confirm that I have ordered Belgian waffle mix to fix waffles in the morning.
Oh, there you go.
Yes,
all right,
it's be delivered between 8 and 9 a.m. from
via
Walmart.
email, okay?
Deal.
I'm coming to Texas. I'm on the way.
Always a fun time, and we're glad you all enjoyed us. So remember, we're off for the rest of the week. Next race is on Sunday. Justin Prince and myself. It is the World of Thunder Esports League Late Model Stock Car Series. That will be a new debut. Getting away from the trucks of the big speedways. They're doing now late models on pavement. For a sanctioned body, pretty popular in the dirt. And of course, we're off for Juneteenth and Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to all you dads out there, guardian fathers and grandfathers, and remember those that have lost their dads during this time as well.
I'm a new
From
father,
everybody at Rocket Racing Media, iRacing on LSRTV and CRN for Jeff Stabnow, Charles Wooten, of course, Cody Deemers. I'm Wesley Outland. Good night. Congrats to Robert Gamble, winner tonight at the Spa.